Welcome back to the channel, guys. I know it's been a while. To my 65 viewers, I am back with finally a new episode. It's just been a very busy summer. I picked up quite a couple of things, but I just didn't get to review most of the things that I picked up, so I decided to just review the stuff that I picked up recently, which is, well, I did on the comic book side, I did pick up the Fantastic Four First Steps. I guess you could call this like the prelude comic. I know the movie's coming out this week, and I'm gonna try to pick up the popcorn bucket of Galactus at AMC if I'm lucky enough to get it. So far from the quick out of theater quick reviews, they've been giving it pretty good reviews, so I guess it'll be an okay movie, because I did catch Superman and I actually enjoyed it, so that was pretty fun. And I finally picked up a Ninja Turtles Volume 1. Now, the thing is, Mirage is one of my favorite toy series. It's one of my favorite comic book series, but there is so many different Ninja Turtle series. I wasn't sure which one to start. So I figure, I saw this came out, and from reading it, it looks like it reminds me of the 2007 movie where they were all separate and they all came back together. So this is, which I think follows, I mean, it doesn't follow the movie, but it's kind of like that, where it says that says the Turtles have left New York to pursue their own interests. So it looks like they've all been separated and they gotta come back. So this is the first volume. So I said, you know what? Let me get this and let me at least follow this series. So I picked that up. So I'm gonna read that soon. Also, I was finally able to pick up the Maximum series Spider-Man. So I was happy about that. That's where my comic book shop where I picked up those, that's where I found this one at. So I was happy to find that, because I was gonna order it online, but it's getting pricier on the aftermarket. So, you know, it's like, I was like, do I really want it? But I was glad that my local comic shop had it. So finally can bust him out and have some fun with that. And I happened to find this at one of the Targets, the Peter Parker anti-venom suit. So now I finally have the whole wave, which is random. I wasn't trying to collect the wave. The black suit Spider-Man, I actually found that at one of the new toy shops that I found in Aldi, Virginia, which I might go back there this weekend. Maybe I'll try to record there, do a toy hunt there, but I actually have this whole line. And I picked up the Punisher McFarlane statue. I saw this with the new Deadpool and the Spider-Man with Dr. Octopus arms. I definitely decided to pick this up because I don't have, besides the 2-pack with the Punisher and Bushwhacker, I don't have any Punisher figures, so I definitely had to pick this up. So this is awesome. I'm not sure if this is the same type of Punisher that comes with the 2-pack, because I know one of the head sculpts from the 2-pack has the headband. So I'm gonna bust that open in a few to show you guys. And when I was at the GameStop, one of my GameStops near where I live, or the next town over, found the Venom from the Gamerverse from Spider-Man 2, and this thing is huge. Pause. Like, I was shocked when I saw this, and I said, you know what, I gotta pick it up, because I already have 2 Venoms. I got the animated series Venom. I have the Venom from the first Venom movie, and the Venom from the second Venom movie. And do I have another Venom? No. So I was like, I don't need any more Venoms. So even when I saw this was coming out, I was like, I don't need another Venom. But when I saw this in person, I was like, wow, this is the same size. I don't have them up here, but this is even bigger than the standard Hulks that used to come out. So you can even kind of tell, like, he's even taller. So this is the Hulk that came with patch. So this is gonna be fun to bust him out and have fun with him with the, I guess, the anti-Venom suit, the Maximum Spider-Man suit, and the Maximum Hulk one action figure that I obviously didn't get to review with you guys. So, oh, and not to mention, I finally took this out the package. This 2-pack is really cool. The Morbius and Spider-Man. Now, for some reason, I thought this was from the animated series, but this is actually like an old school comic, because I was looking at the packaging and I didn't know that Spider-Man actually had these 6 arms in a classic comic, so I need to look to see when that came out. But I was having fun posing this up, and you could tell this, I think this came out in 2023 or 2022, but I got this at a toy convention in Hagerstown, Maryland. And did I get it in Hagerstown? It might have been Hagerstown, but it was at a decent price. It was, I think it was like 45 or 50. But these are one of the type of figures that I'm surprised that was a decent price, but I'm glad to get a Morbius. You can't go wrong with a Morbius. But I think I still would get an animated series Morbius if they added it. But like I said, it's good to have a Morbius, you know, to try to give, you know, Blade more villains to pose with and have fun. And I think that's it. So let's bust these out and we'll be right back. All right. So I finally bust them out the box, and I will say he is absolutely impressive. Let me see if I can get a close-up on him without, you know, showing, without it being too blurry. I don't have a ruler, unfortunately, to measure him, but what he reminds me of is the if you ever watch the Predator movie that came out in 2018, and I know the Predator that was chasing the other Predator that ripped his head off, and they released him as a figure, and I have him, but I have him put away. I would say he's like the same size, or even the same size as the Predator from Prey, but he's a really tall figure. And what I like is that they gave him the butterfly joints up here to make him flexible. He has double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. They gave him toe articulation. I wish more Marvel toys had toe articulation, but I guess they're saving that for their Maximum series and maybe their Gamer series. I haven't gotten or Gamerverse. I haven't gotten any other Gamerverse. I know some people are getting the Psylocke and Thanos that's been hitting the targets, but I know they've been sold out a lot. He also has the you know, the thigh cut and the, I would say like the ankle cut to swivel, and he has the ab crunch, and I would say the 360 crunch at the chest, which is good because now you can get even more poses out of him, which is great. Let me take off the head. The head is pretty soft, it's like squishy. Let me see if you can. Head is a basic Venom head. It's probably gonna come out blurry, unfortunately. The other head is the classic Venom tongue head, as you can see. And what's kind of cool is they kind of give you like this kind of like saliva spit accessory to add to it. So I guess you just slip it on here. I don't think there's any particular, I think there's no, I don't know if there's a particular way where you have to put it on, but can see it right there. So it's supposed to look like saliva, so that's pretty cool. Put that on. And you got them there, and of course you have the open hands, grabby hands. This one is more of a grab hand. This one is a more open palm hand. And then you have the two fist hands. And then you have, I guess this is a cool hand. You can, I guess this goes to either or hand, but this is kind of like a Venom shooting hand. This one comes with a peg. So I'll put it on his right hand. I thought it would go over his fist, but no, it actually has a peg on the inside. I don't know if you can see it. And put it right in there. Let's see. There we go. So bam. You can have him reaching out for Spider-Man with the symbiote right there. You could probably have a character sitting in there entrenched in the Venom. So that's pretty cool. Oh, it fell off. But overall, I'm loving this figure. I do a 4 out of 5 rating. So right now I'll give it a I'll give it a 4. I was gonna give it 3.5, but I'll give it a 4. I like the size of it. I love the articulation. The thing that I like is the butterfly wings. I wish the butterfly joints. I wish they would have gave that to the Maximum Hulk. My favorite Hulk, which is the 20th anniversary Hulk. I wish they would have just given it, like that one has the butterfly wings. But the Maximum Hulk doesn't have that, which kind of like annoys me because it has everything else that's good about the figure. I just wish it has that, because for Hulk, I want to give him that range, especially with putting him in poses where, like, you know, going berserk with his arms open and all that. So he's still limited in his poses. But I could appreciate that at least, you know, for Venom, they at least gave him the butterfly joints and everything else, the toe articulation and the ab crunch and the ab swivel, or at least the ab crunch and the chest swivel, so you can get more out of it. And for those who that don't know what I'm talking about, because you have the regular ab crunch right here, right? And then you have up here of the chest, it kind of swivels, so you could get kind of like a 360. Well, I won't say 360, maybe a 180, but he's very flexible, because most figures just have the ab crunch and they just twist left and right. But this one has it where you can kind of have them in all sorts of different types of poses. That's more articulable, so it's more realistic, I should say. So that's awesome. Put him to the side. And last but not least, like I said, I want to keep this video quick. You know, I was going to do a review of the Maximum series Spider-Man, but I'm pretty sure you've seen plenty of those, and, you know, I'm not going to bore you with a cheap review. So this is the Punisher statue from McFarlane Toys. Again, you got the standard comic that comes with it. So this is the Punisher War Journal number 8, September. It says introducing Damage. I was looking through this, and Wolverine makes an appearance in this book. Now, if you read through this, the artwork looks really old. It looks like 80s. You know, one of these days I'm gonna go and read through it. I bought like these slip covers for some of my comics. It's like a hard shell type of slip cover, so I'm gonna put that in there because I gotta buy more of the cardboards with the plastic. But the card that comes with it, so I'm gonna put this in my card book. It says original release date February 2012. I think that's wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna do my own research, but this issue does not look, especially when you see this logo of Marvel, that's like the 90s. So I don't know. This is definitely, even the artwork, this is definitely the 90s. So I think they may have made a mistake. Maybe 92, not 2012. But it says the face-to-face you've been waiting for, as ex-Hydra and AIM agents work together to bring down the Punisher. Plus Frank is up against a soldier who is more like him than either one of them realized. So yeah, Wolverine, or at least he appears as Logan, appears in this comic book, and it looks like they're having a fight out in the jungle. And of course, towards the end of the comic book is just branding of all the statues that are out. And I practically have all of them except for one of the Captain Americas. You got the Magneto, the Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Secret War, Spider-Man, Thor, Magneto, Venom, Miles Morales, and then the smaller scale Captain America. So yeah, so that's the only Captain America I don't have, but I actually have the rest of these statues already. And of course, like I said, you get the trading card, and you do have the backdrop as usual, which is kind of like I guess the Manhattan skyline. So most of this, I don't know if this is the Hell's Kitchen. I think that's where he operates from, or if that's Daredevil. And then you have the statue again, just like with the Thor statue. This is another win in my opinion. It's a nice weight, has weight to it. It really feels like a quality statue. The detail in it is pretty awesome. So you got introducing damage there, piece of the ledge. Got him holding like his rocket launcher. Got the emblem. Yeah, it's like a machine gun, or I don't know what type of weapon that is. Let's see if I can get a closer look. Detail there. Holding his, looks like a McFarlane gun. So you got the detail in the legs, awesome. Then you got the ledge. Turn it around. Then you got the back straps on him and his belt, duty belt. Back of the boots, and then you got like the piping on there. Alright. So overall, I thought it was an awesome pickup. To add to the collection. Been also getting into the Lego stuff, so I was building up this Iron Man Mark whatever suit, was it Mark 4 with the little Lego there, so be getting into that. I've also set up my desk to try to do more gaming, and again I'm gonna have fun busting that out. I'm gonna bust him out in a few minutes, get a couple of poses in with Venom, and I'll probably post it up. But let me know what you guys think. If you're gonna pick this up, if you see it out in the wild, if this is a pass, let me know. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for checking out my video. Much love. Peace.